Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's go. Judge Mulls removing Shaq, like Shaquille O'Neal, and Naomi Osaka from FTX lawsuits. And U.S. trustee appeals New York judge's approval of Voyager deal with Binance US. This morning there wasn't anything super exciting in the news today, guys, so there's only two stories that I thought were slightly relevant. I was looking for anything that would talk about why we had our pullback. Unfortunately, I didn't see anything. There's a handful of things that we've been looking at with the Silvergate and whatnot. Silvergate selling off or liquidating or whatever it is they're doing, I forget. That could contribute to it, as well as there's been some regulatory FUD, the United States government talking about doubling capital gains or something like that, like a 30% capital gains tax on crypto, as well as selling off their own Bitcoin. But I couldn't find any like really relevant articles on that stuff, so I kind of just didn't look for it. So today we only got two mediocre articles, but I'm gonna focus on just the market, Bitcoin, where we're at, where we could go, what we're looking at, and then just get you guys out of here to go enjoy your weekend. Yeah, let's do it. Market, 914 billion, 914.9, so almost just under a trillion, but not good. I'm sure if anybody's been watching the market, you know yesterday was bad. Bitcoin dominance has dropped. We're at 41.6%. ETH dominance at 18.5%, and GUI at 28 for an ETH transaction. Bitcoin on the daily, 8.3% in the red. ETH 9%, ticking up to 9.11 as we're talking. It is nasty in red all across the board, y'all. Big giant pullbacks. 8%. Solana, almost 7% of Solana. SHIB, 8%. Tron, whatever. Almost 15%. 16 for Litecoin. 9 on Uni. Filecoin, 13. Let's see what the biggest losers are just for fun on the daily. Wobi almost at 20%. Oof. Ooh, doggy. Yeah, Dash. I didn't know Dash was still around. Dash at 17%. Yeah, it's not a good day. But we talked about this yesterday. If you watched the video yesterday, I straight up told y'all, and I'm not trying to be an I told you so kind of guy. I have Bitcoin on the daily right now. I told you if we lost this level of this 21,365, and if we couldn't get back above the 21,592 or above the 21,764 and flip that into support, we were going to dump. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. On the 4 hour, we just cascaded, guys, and that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. We bounced here at my 19,630 level. And we've been talking about this for a while, for a couple of weeks, that as soon as we started losing strength in this rally, and I guess I'm kind of just reiterating, guys, it's not like that's anything you didn't know if you've been watching the channel. But we had this ascending channel, and once we hit 25, I don't know how many times, we started looking weak and weak and weak and weak. And we've been saying that if we lost this strength, we lost this rally, we were going to go down to 20. Now, I was saying I figured we'd get a bounce at 20, but we went down even further to the bare minimum of this 19,630, which we've bounced off of right now. So we're showing a little bit of strength in that area, but this is what we were calling for, guys. I'm not. I always say, you guys, like right now, I'm not actively trading. I'm building bags right now. I'm just accumulating. But if you've been trading, we've been saying, especially right here, right? A couple days ago, I told you we got these double blood diamonds, which it's not good. It's not good at all. And it played out. It definitely 100% played out. So I keep saying I told you so. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just, I guess my goal is to make you guys aware. Again, I'm not the best trader, and I'll always be upfront with you. I'm okay, but I'm not the best at it. But my goal is just to keep you guys aware of what I'm seeing as another person on the internet. And just to say it, because I think I need to, per usual, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Take what I say with a grain of salt. If you are trading, trade conservatively. Use stop losses. Don't be a complete degen. So on top of this, on top of everyone call, because a lot of us in the space have been calling for this 19 to 20 $20,000 range that we're going to dump to. On top of that, I guess there's a CME futures gap around this area that's been needing to be filled, that everyone's been saying will eventually get filled. I don't know the what's the word I'm looking for? The myth behind the CME's futures gaps being filled, but supposedly, because CME's futures are traded on traditional markets, so they're only they're not a 24-hour market. It's 9 to 5 East Coast time, if I remember correctly, or whatever. So on the days that they close, like usually weekends, things like that, and then they open back up, there's going to be a gap. And if that gap is substantial, everyone says these gaps get filled no matter what, and it's kind of like a myth, but I guess they have. And once again, it's proven correct that we have gone down and filled that gap. So that's what everyone was calling for. Okay, outside of the I told you so's, what are the next support lines looking for? Well, you're looking at it right here, 19,000 psychological level. If we do continue to dump outside of that, you're seeing little ranges of support around 18,780, a top that could potentially be support that was originally resistance. You're looking at 18,397, and so on and so forth, until we get back down to possibly this bottom down here of 16.9. Do I think that's going to happen? I will tell you honestly right now, do I think that? No. But take that with a grain of salt. We've always talked about Bitcoin's crazy. That's why we like it, or crypto in general. It's volatile. It's why we're here. We're not trying to make 2% a month, so just because I don't think it'll happen doesn't mean it's not possible. So again, if you are trading actively right now, just be smart. Pay attention to where it's been, where it stopped, where your clusters are at, where your support and resistances are at, and use stop losses. Again, we've got all sorts of green dots on my indicators saying that this is potentially a local bottom. So would this be a good area to potentially long? I mean, yeah, but could it potentially go back down again? Yes. And I hate to be that guy on YouTube telling you it could go up, it could go down. But right now, again, when there's not a lot of like consolidation on these pullbacks, it's just really hard to tell what it's going to do. Something could spook the market, some black swan event, and we could tank again. So who knows? But that's what I've been looking at, guys. I'm looking at Cardano right now. I'm still trying to. I haven't really started creating a decent bag of Cardano, and that's my own fault. I should have. So I'm looking at this pullback for me personally to potentially start building a bag of Cardano. A sub 30 Cardano is very attractive to me right now. So that's just what I'm doing. Going on to Ethereum, guys. The same thing. My range box here that I drew for you guys yesterday absolutely got demolished. We hung out on top of it for just a little bit, and I thought that maybe because of our cluster back here, it would show some kind of support. It absolutely did not. We blew straight through that thing, and we hit that 1416 that I was talking about and blew straight through that. Right now on the 4 hour, we wicked down all the way to 1369. We're getting a bounce right here at 13.84, putting in our first possible 4-hour green candle. We'll see if it holds. There's still a significant amount of time on the clock, 3 hours and 19 minutes still. But these little consolidation points here are where you're gonna see potentially, hopefully, if we continue to go down, resistance and support, right? Possible support around 13.19, possible support around 13.84, possible support next at 15 or 12.59. Again, do I think it's gonna go down that low? I really don't. I don't want to eat my own foot, but I don't see, like, I'm not seeing anything in the news that would suggest we're gonna do that. But again, I'll be the first to admit, like I've always told you guys, I'm not the best trader on the planet. I'm not this crazy TA guy. I keep my TA and my trading super simple. I literally look for small, simple patterns, you know, wedges, flags, channels, etc., nothing crazy. And then I use strength and resistance levels that I've been looking at, as well as simple RSI stuff, guys. Divergences, etc., nothing crazy. So yeah, but that's what I'm looking at, guys. I told you guys if we lost those levels, we were gonna go down. We were gonna go straight down, and it's exactly what happened. So outside of that, the weekend is coming. We all know that weekends are heavily volatile. So who knows? Like, that's what's so crazy about, especially after a big pullback the day before the weekend starts like this. I mean, it could be bullish, it could be bearish, and I know that's super cliche to say, but we could potentially see a giant sell-off when retail money sees, you know, that's not working a 9 to 5, that just trades on the weekend, sees this giant pullback and gets scared. They have weak hands, they could sell off. Or all the degenerates that don't trade during the week because they're at work could come home and see this giant pullback and be like, I'm longing the shit out of the market right now. Who knows? But right now, I'm just watching it. Like I said, I've got buy orders for Ethereum and Cardano right now. I'm hoping for a little bit more of a pullback. And I'll just show you guys. I have buy orders at 28. That should be a 28.7. I have buy orders on Cardano for 28.7. Let's see if we can adjust this just a little bit. Boom. There we go. I am hoping, and we wicked down there pretty far. I think we were like 3% away from where my buy order get filled. 3.57, 3.4. And I was hoping we'd get it, and we might not. It might not get filled, but like I said, a sub 30 cent Cardano is super attractive to me. I have buy orders of Ethereum around the $1,200 range. I honestly don't think it's going to get down there, but I have them just in case because it's not a bad price point to continue building bags of Ethereum. So outside of that, guys, that's enough charts for today. I feel like I'm just kind of repeating myself and rambling. Yeah, again, weekend coming up could be heavily volatile. If you are trading, just be smart, guys. All right, on to the boring crypto news. Judge Mulls removing Shaq and Naomi Osaka from the FTX lawsuit. The plaintiffs have until December to show cause as to why the two sports stars should not be dismissed from the lawsuit. A federal judge of Florida, United States, has considered dismissing former NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal and tennis athlete Naomi Osaka from the FTX lawsuit, pointing out that it's unclear whether the two had been served. In a paperless order, U.S. District Judge Kevin Moore instructed the plaintiffs to provide cause on why O'Neal and Osaka shouldn't be dismissed from the lawsuit. According to Moore, whether the two sports stars have been served is unclear. The judge gave the FTX customers until December to show cause. The order was one of the several the judge issued on March 9th. In another order, Moore reprimanded other celebrity defendants for requesting to push back a scheduled conference without following the proper steps. Celebrity defendants, including Tom Brady, Gisele Bundinchin, Kevin O'Leary, David Ortiz, Trevor Lawrence asked for a time extension. However, the judge pointed out that the request should have come from the plaintiff's side. Moore said, the court ordered plaintiff, not the defendants, to move for an extension of time to hold the scheduling conference. Because this conference will proceed as scheduled, or the plaintiffs may move for an extension of time to hold the conference, according to Moore. Meanwhile, as cases against FTX pile up, some plaintiffs requested the consolidation of lawsuits against the bankrupt exchange. However, on March 8th, the judge denied the consolidation request, highlighting that the defendants have not yet been allowed to respond. U.S. District Judge Jacqueline Corley recently denied the request to consolidate 5 proposed class action lawsuits against FTX. On the same day, lawyers representing former FTX CEO Sam noted that it might be necessary, I read this to you the other day, to be pushed back to the criminal trial scheduled to start in October 2023. While lawyers did not formally request a date change, they pointed out that it may be needed because they're still waiting for evidence to be turned over, and Bankman-Fried accumulated more charges in February. I'm kind of on the fence about this stuff, guys. Kevin O'Leary, yeah, screw that guy. He's shady. He knew what was going on. But regular everyday celebrities that could potentially be held accountable for FTX's collapse, I think is kind of BS. And here's why. Celebrities have been used to endorse products, whether it be financial or just physical products, forever. I actually think it's as a human that I guess has common sense, I find it completely stupid that things like Sprite, come on, Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, doing Sprite commercials, quench your thirst. Do you really think Kobe's sitting around drinking bottles of Sprite? He's an athlete. You're out of your mind. But they create these ads and people go buy the product because so-and-so celebrity is in the ad. I find it very odd. But do I think they should be held accountable for something like FTX collapsing because of shady shit that the exchange is doing? Absolutely not. It's just marketing. It's marketing. It's been around forever. It's nothing new. So I think this is more of just people are mad, people are upset, people want to point fingers. And again, I'm not defending these people. I mean, these people have ungodly amounts of money anyways. All I'm saying is if we're going to play the logic game, I think it's dumb to try and hold these guys accountable for what Sam and his actually financial cronies, financially relevant people around him did. Yeah, so I have to let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Moving on. U.S. trustee appeals New York judge's approval of Voyager deal with Binance US. The United States Department of Justice filed an appeal against the approval by a New York judge allowing $1 billion sale of assets from Voyager Digital to Binance US. The United States Department of Justice, the DOJ, has filed an appeal against the latest decision in the case for selling of assets between Voyager Digital and Binance US. On March 8th, the U.S. trustee for Region 2 made the appeal to the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York against the approval of Voyager Digital's Chapter 11 bankruptcy plan. The Chapter 11 plan was confirmed only a day prior on March 7th by U.S. bankruptcy judge Michael Willis. The plan would have allowed the former crypto brokerage company to sell billions of dollars in assets to Binance US in an effort to regain liquidity to pay back customers. After Willis told Bloomberg that he could not put the case into an indeterminate deep freeze while regulators figure out whether they believe there are problems with the transaction and plan. He also reportedly said that through the current plan, Voyager's customers would see an estimated 73% recovery, which is not terrible. Moreover, a poll released in the court filing, we know this on February 28th, revealed that 97% of the customers from Voyager favor the Binance US deal. What's the problem then? This keeps happening, and I fucking lawyers, man. Nonetheless, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the famous SEC, they're just all over the place now, all over headlines, has been outspokenly against the deal. These tool bags. The financial regulator said the assets restructuring plan and Binance US acquisition could breach securities laws. Cool, SEC. it could breach them. Please let us know which ones it will breach. Oh, you don't know. Got it. What a waste of money these people are. In a court filing from February 24th, the Texas State Securities Board and Department of Banking objected to the deal with Binance US. If U.S. regulators successfully block this deal, Voyager can liquidate. The initial bankruptcy was filed on July 5th of 2022 as the brokers attempted to restructure and return value to more than 100,000 customers. And that last line is exactly what is important in this, in my opinion. If this deal gets people their money back, what is the problem the SEC has with this? Why are they holding this up and keeping people that got hurt in this and lost money and have their potentially life savings, etc., locked up on these exchanges from getting their money? And I've said this time and time again, and you'll hear me continue to say it on this channel. If the SEC's job is to protect retail investors, what in the fuck are you doing? You're sure as shit aren't protecting us. That's for damn sure. Garbage, y'all. A waste of space, waste of, like, they're. So there's a lot of people in the space. Not a lot. There's a good handful of people that I listen to that are saying that all of this crypto stuff, all of this FTX case, all of these SEC saying that a lot of these cryptos are securities, etc., it's going to be literally the downfall of the SEC, and it's going to become dismantled. And I gotta be honest, they're really painting themselves in a really bad light right now, because they keep coming out with all this BS, all these BS accusations, and no judge is favoring it. It's never going in their favor. So they're looking very foolish, is what I'm getting at. So I could see it happening. Guys, outside of that, man, I apologize. Just not a lot going on today. I apologize for the down tone in my voice. I'm very tired for some reason this morning, and I'm just looking at a giant sell-off. Doesn't make you feel good. But hopefully we've found a local bottom and you guys can start filling your bags. Outside of that, guys, if you do enjoy the content I provide here on Boring Crypto IO, please, per usual, subscribe to this channel. Turn on this bell for notifications. Watch the videos. Please like the videos if you do like it. It helps. It helps get us out there. Me, us. It's just me. I'm some random dude sitting in his office doing this every morning. It helps get eyes on the channel. And if you do that, I thank you. If you're watching, I thank you. Outside of that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you bright and early Monday morning. Enjoy your weekend. Trade safe. Stop losses, etc., etc. Yeah, I'm out of here.